convince you of my worldview.
You won't.
I know. But the reason is not because I'm not a great orator, or I don't make good points, or I haven't said things which should be compelling to a person. But Charlie, I just think honestly you're too stupid to understand them.
So Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you
you
lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What is that?
You're a dyke. Don't talk about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your mouth. Shut your stupid bitch mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did
daddies?
I just say? Dyke?
Your wife with the 3 baby
I'm sorry, dyke. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try to...
show your hatred against...
Do the women that you try to...
them that they shouldn't...
You know, Charlie, did I bring...
women? Do they know
Charlie,
that
did I bring your family?
5 years older?
Did I bring any of your family into anything?
Stupid.
Did I say anything about your family being stupid, Charlie?
You could.
It's because I'm better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed, and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on are shit because you are not a traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional man.
Let's go through it, Chuck. Tell me what I'm doing which is immoral.
What you're doing which is immoral?
Yeah.
I think that you have been complicit in convincing young men that...
No, my family dynamic. What am I doing being married to my wife?
It's immoral.
Then why? So then...
Under my
So all you did...
That's perfect.
So wait, Chuck, all you're doing is saying... So, Chuck, shouldn't you actually be saying that, Andrew, you're doing a good thing? Hang on. Charlie, I just want to make sure I got this right. Am I doing a good thing? Am I doing a good thing?
Do you think your wife is a charity case?
By taking care of children who weren't mine? Was I doing a good thing? Whose fathers abandoned them? Was I doing a good thing?
Yeah, you're doing a good thing.
Oh, okay. Well then, Chuck, why did you use that as a form of personal attack on me? Even though you think I'm a good person doing a good thing.
I'm convincing you of my worldview.
You're very convincing, Chuck.
Under my worldview,
I'm a good person.
You can marry your wife and no one would judge you. And you can raise the children that aren't yours and no one would judge you.
No, they would still judge me, Chuck.
Under your worldview, that would not be so. Christian nationalists,
yeah, what about it?
Isn't even acceptable.
Do you understand what Christianity is? Do you think
yes, I was raised Christian. Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Protestant.
Yes, I was.
Of course. See, this is...
You don't... I'm sorry.
Because the Protestant spirit is still in you.
Oh, it is.
It hasn't left, man.
Is the Catholic spirit still in you?
I wasn't raised Catholic.
Then what are you talking about?
I was raised Protestant.
Okay, you were raised Protestant?
Yeah.
So why would you criticize me for that?
It's the thing that Protestants do when they convert to like Orthodox or Catholic is they get really into the idea of like...
Hey, Chuck, can I ask you...
They get really into the idea of rules and
Chuck,
shit.
have you ever had an abortion?
No.
Never? Would you?
Yeah.
So you'd kill your own kids? Why am I going to take moral advice from you?
You don't have to.
I'm not going to.
Why would I take moral advice from you?
So you're trying...
I think that you lie about your worldview.
Okay, which part am I lying about?
I think that you pretend to be a traditional Christian man, but what I see you doing
I've never said once that I'm a traditionalist,
What I see you doing as someone who claims to be a Christian is spreading hate.
Okay.
Andrew Wilson later commented on the incident. The incident sparks a wave of accusations of hypocrisy, with critics arguing that Andrew Wilson can't preach strict family values while his own household doesn't match the standards he pushes onto others.
Andrew, I can guarantee the reason why you were not going to stay with your wife unless you got the DNA test is because you know your wife be sleeping around. That's right, that's because she done set the monkey out. That's a fact. Your wife done set the monkey out across the galaxy.
Jesus Christ.
And you know this. She cheats on the dudes that she's with. And that's why you wanted that DNA test, not because she's only slept with 3 dudes. You're out of your mind. We do not believe that. And it really wouldn't be as big of a deal if she wasn't such a vocal person. Like, this woman has written a book on femininity. A woman who has lost a child is writing books on femininity. Oh, hell no.
I'm not going to allow it. Okay, man.
Oh, hell no.
She also always feels the need to step in and try to fight Andrew's battles for him. Like, she's always crashing out on Twitter, going hard, trying to defend him. And one time a girl got in Andrew's face, so then she called into the show and went off on her. And she just does not sound like a traditional feminine lady at all.
I told Priscilla that if she comes anywhere near my husband, she's going to have to deal with me. I'll fly out there and she could try getting in my face and see how tough she feels then. Because I guarantee if it was me sitting across from your ass, you would not have had that kind of energy whatsoever. Are you a child or are you a grown woman? Have some self-control. And if you can't have some self-control, I'll come over there and teach you some. How about that?
She always acts like she needs to step in and protect him, and she does everything for him. It's so embarrassing. But Andrew seems to have no shame about it. He completely relies on his wife. I think his wife is more independent than he is. I mean, it sounds like he'd be totally lost without her. Like when she talks about taking care of him, it sounds like she's literally taking care of a child.
Andrew, when Rachel said that she does all domestic chores, is there anything you do? I mean, do you put the bins out? Do you the trash out? I mean, what do you do anything?
I don't do shit.
See, this is my thing. Like, this lady been on Piers Morgan, and nobody asked her about...
Andrew has never done a house chore.
Ah! 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 She literally looks like Mr. Incredible.
You're going to get the f***ing test, and if not, I'm out the door.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have ultimate trust in your wife, but she has to get he's referring to a paternity test. You obviously don't trust your wife if you need a paternity test. If you want a paternity test because you don't trust your wife, whatever. But that sounds like you don't even trust your own wife. He's going on, having a fucking meltdown about how his wife isn't promiscuous, but he requires a paternity test. That is the literal least trusting
I want to give
thing
all the
ever.
praises and the honor to you.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Rakwakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to the mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson, and today's lesson is going to be on this guy. I straight up just do not like him, and obviously, I don't really make too many videos on people I don't like. I'm pretty sure that's really obvious. But basically, I want to go into this because I think this is definitely an important lesson to do, because it is extremely hypocritical. You're basically pushing out values, but yet you yourself are hypocritical. I think that's basically the thing where, like, how are you going to, push out a certain doctrine or a certain thing and, expect that for other people, but then you don't have that same thing in your life and stuff like that. So, if you expect your wife to be not promiscuous, not committing adultery and all that stuff, why is it that, or not? Sorry, obviously you expect that. Let me correct myself. Obviously, you would expect that from your wife, your significant other, and whatnot. But yet, for him to be so adamant about preaching and teaching this type of behavior, to everyone and stuff like that, yet you're married to someone that does that type of stuff. And the funny thing is that he's not the only one, because there was that one guy from, I forgot the name of the podcast, No Fugazi's podcast. He married, I think, a white woman that has like 3 kids. And he was saying all this shit about a single mother is just for recreational purposes. You don't wife that stuff. I'm pretty sure it was him that was saying that shit. And then he went and married a whole ass single mother with I think 3 grown ass kids. All right, hold on, let me see that. Fuck, I pressed the wrong button. No Fugazi, stupid ass name. Host, what's this dude's name? David Cooley. Okay, so let's ask ChatGPT, since they'll just... Did David Cooley marry Yes, okay, so cool. I got that out the way. Let's see. He married Christine, blah, 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 blah. After she had left a polygamous marriage with Cody Brown. 6 children? Damn. Did David Cooley say single moms This is hilarious. No, this is so funny. This is absolutely insane. So he's a hypocrite. He's a literal hypocrite. All these people that are saying all this shit, telling people one way, which obviously oh my god, sometimes Slakia, some of the things, of course, have some validity to them, of course, but for you to be preaching and teaching all this stuff, but yet you don't practice that exact same thing is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, these guys are over here. No Fugazi's Politics alleges that he promoted the idea that single mothers should only be considered for recreational use rather than serious relationships. Discussions critical on Cooley's content describe him as condemning serious relationships with single moms while simultaneously engaging in such relationship himself, calling this a form of hypocrisy. Which that's not no form of hypocrisy. That's just blatant hypocrisy. How the fuck are you gonna say something and then go against it? All right. I think it's incredibly ridiculous that this is even a thing. And then I don't know. Anyway, continuing on. Let me get into some of these things. The reason why I find this so important, I want to make a lesson on this because the thing about hypocrisy is that this is something that's incredibly apparent and incredibly strong in Babylon. All right. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean by that in the sense that but people, Babylonians more specifically, they will say certain things, they will preach certain things or push certain ideologies, but when it comes to themselves, they won't actually keep it. An example of this is there was this one guy. What was that guy's name? Polite. Let me actually just Google it. Did brother get Okay, yeah. So this was the dude. This dude, Brother Polite, he was the one that was saying all this crap about GMS is all these predators and this, that, and the third and whatnot. But then look what happened in 2021. All right, he basically got arrested for doing the exact same thing that he was accusing the GMS members of doing. All right, so it doesn't get any more ridiculous when there are just so many different hypocrites that are saying and preaching and screaming at the hilltops, no, don't do this, don't do that, you guys have to do this, you have to do that, X, Y, Z, whatever. While then they go behind people's back, and then the Lord makes it revealed that, look at these people that are the biggest major hypocrites ever. You can never truly follow these social media influencers. All right, these influencers are nothing but garbage. They are nothing but pushing out evil and wickedness, and at the end of the day, they don't stand on the things that they actually believe, because when given the opportunity, look what they did. They take advantage of the situation and then they destroy people as a result of it. All right. But yeah, you can see, you read all this stuff. I'm not gonna read this. I got the main thing. What's this? Oh yeah, don't need this anymore. Anyway, Job chapter 34 verse 30. That the hypocrite reign not, lest the people be ensnared. And this is so amazing to me, how when the evil people, when the wicked, when the hypocrite are in power, when the hypocrites are the one that has certain things and whatnot, they're hold on, let me actually get this to further demonstrate something to you. Sirach chapter 10 verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So the thing here is that the exact same way that people tend to copy their leaders, all right, as a result of people copying their leaders, and you're saying, because people follow the philosophies and whatnot. So when, let's just say, if I say don't eat cookies and whatnot, and I tell my people, the people that follow me, my kids or whatever, oh, you're not allowed to eat cookies and whatnot, while I go around and sneak eat cookies, then that's basically hypocrisy. And it's just like, okay, well, now they see that, well, this person, my leader, my father, my whatever, was eating cookies, so now I'm gonna go eat cookies too and whatnot, and whatnot. All right, so it might not always be a direct correlation, but at the same time, it's still something like that's like, why are we being followed? Not being followed? Why are we following someone that is a hypocrite, number one, and is telling us one thing while doing another thing altogether? Like this type of behavior should just be deemed unacceptable, and we should not be following it. But of course, in Babylon, they don't care, because they're going to keep on following whatever Esau says to do. All right, and people like this, and I don't even know if he still has a following. He probably still does, where even after getting exposed, people still follow him. People still follow Fugazi, and I think Polite is literally in jail. So I don't think that he still has his following. I don't think he still has that for what he did. So him, you can exclude, but for these other people, like they're still gonna, like, why are you following someone that can't even hold true to their own ideology? You know, but yeah. The snare basically is like, all right, well, as I'm following the steps of the leaders, just like, well, now he gets to get away with it, but I get demonized for doing the exact same thing. All right. Anyway, now I read that. Second Corinthians chapter 6 verse 3, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. So basically the thing here is that as a Christian, since he claimed to be a Christian, because you heard it, he was a Christian and whatnot, how are you pleading your case? How are you making people see you as good? How are you making people see you as, oh, this is such a good person and whatnot, when there's such a good person and whatnot, when you are actively destroying people? How are you or no, not destroying people, Slocky. Let me rephrase that. I take all that shit back. Let me correct myself. I meant to say, how are you being a Christian? How are you being a Christian? As a Christian, how are you representing, that's the word I was looking for, representing Christianity? You're showing people that, oh, well, you're a hypocrite. You don't actually believe in the stuff, because if you did, in the stuff that you're saying, because if you did, you would not be tolerating that exact same stuff, but yet you're doing it, you're following along with it, you're just being, oh, well, whatever, who cares, I'm just gonna keep on doing the same crap that is base or whatever and stuff like that, rather than having more morals and discipline to say, oh, what I'm not going to do is because I don't tolerate this, or I'm not going to accept this in my life because this is not appropriate for me. All right, this is not appropriate for me as a follower of Christ in their example. But even then, for us, where we also have to, not get the ministry blame, because for us as Israelites, we have to demonstrate proper. Bear with me one moment, because getting on my nerves. All right, Slakia. So basically, as Israelites, we have to make sure that we don't get the ministry blame. We have to show, okay, as an Israelite, we have to show discipline. We have to show that we understand the scriptures and we're not just saying stuff out of our asses. We have to be able to show proof. That's why, a lot of times Israelites, what we do, we have to be extremely knowledgeable and have studied everything about the scriptures in many different areas. Obviously, some of us are less knowledgeable in certain areas, but still knowing enough. All right, the generality of it is still needed. All right, so we have to. It's basically like showing an example, being an example that are a representative. That when people see you, they know that you're not a hypocrite. But when people see this guy, they should say, okay, this guy is a hypocrite. All right. And you're getting exposed. Let me stop. Matthew chapter 7 verse 5. Now, hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. So how are you going to tell anyone? All right, how are you going to tell anyone what to do when you can't even get your own life together, get your own life and stuff straight? All right, that's the main thing. You can't be if you are doing something that you know is wrong, why are you telling other people? But yet, I also want to point out that it's despite that, sometimes you do still need to, kind of tell people what to do. But at the same time, it's just like you should still be working on fixing yourself, okay? Because we're not perfect. None of us are perfect. We all have problems that we're working on, but at the end of the day, that doesn't mean someone can't say, oh, I did this, you don't do this and whatnot. Someone can't just say that even though they're going through whatever hardships or they're struggling whatever difficulty. That doesn't mean that their word is completely invalid. All right, that does not mean that they can still say that, but it's just kind of, I guess, some people might not want to hear from someone that is a literal hypocrite, and it is actually wrong for you to be hypocritical in terms of you actively doing something that's wrong while telling someone not to do that exact same thing. All right, so yeah, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, Shem, Rakwak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abba, and Shalom.